poppin' bad bitches and babinos? What's poppin' bad bitches and babinos? What's poppin' bad bitches and babinos? That's dead ass gonna be our song because I think that is so freaking funny. Where you? It's your girl BreeAngelique and I'm back with another video. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so that you can get hip to every single video that I post. I am back today with a chit chat video. So my topics today are going to include Jordyn Woods, Kourtney, Khloe Kardashian, Queen and Clarence, clout chasers, dangerous company. Like, we're talking about everything. If you guys want to hear my opinion on those topics, make sure you stick around. Give this video a big thumbs up. I'm going to be cutting off the wefts on my old wig so that I can have the bundles free for my new wig. And yeah, let's just get into it. I've recorded this intro about 17 times now, and I'm tired.
How funny is this? This is like a little head, like, what?
So a couple of days ago, the news got dropped on the Shade Room as well as a couple other places that Khloe Kardashian caught Jordyn Woods, who is Kylie Jenner's best friend, caught her having an affair with her boyfriend, Tristan Thompson. So when I first heard about it, I believed it, right? I believed it wholeheartedly because if we rewind back about 10 years or so, and that might be an exaggeration, but stay with me. If we rewind back in our memory, we can recall a time where Kylie Jenner stole Tyga from Blac Chyna. Now, I'm not sure which sister Blac Chyna was friends with, but Blac Chyna was friends with one of her sisters at that time. So you stole one of your sister's best friend's men. And Jordyn was definitely, absolutely, most positively her best friend back then. So my whole thing is birds of a feather flock together. If one of these hoes is out here stealing niggas, why are you believing, like, why is it so unbelievable that her best friend would too be stealing niggas? Like, yes, there are some things our friends do that we don't do. Like, we don't have to be the exact replica of the company that we keep. However, birds of a feather flock together is a whole statement for a whole reason. Like, you tend to have the same moral compass as your closest friends. And if your closest friends are moralists, it makes me look at you like anything's possible. So that's how I felt when I initially found out that information. Tristan is a fucking notorious cheater. Let's be real, like, groupies don't have as much access to him as fucking people in the Kardashian-Jenner clan. Like, let's be whole real. Just like any social tea that comes out on the Shade Room, I always go to YouTube, like my YouTube sources. So Voice for the People made a really good video about it, and I'll link it in my description box below.
I don't know where to put these wefts after I cut them off because I need my journal right here so I can know what to talk about. I guess I'll hang on with my shirt.
So Voice for the People made a really good video about it. So they were saying that they're finding it very hard to believe because, one, there is no like hard proof. Like, people talking about it and confirming it in blogs is not enough because the Kardashian-Jenner clan is rich as shit. And we all know that Kris Jenner is not playing these games. Like, Kris will flip anything in a heartbeat, and now she has the money to do it like effectively and believably. So like, I can understand why people don't automatically like just 100% believe this. Also, Jordyn's reputation works in her favor right now because she's not a messy individual. She hasn't been in any real scandals, like, or anything like that. She's just the extra supportive friend of the Kardashian family and godmom of Stormi. So no one's like 100% saying, yes, she's a thought out hoe. Like, she definitely did this shit. Like, no one feels that way, and that works for her. But back to what Voice for the People were saying, there's no evidence. Anytime Tristan has cheated, he's been caught on everyone's camera. Okay, recordings, black and whites, full color, vivid images, HD. Like, he's caught on everybody's everything cheating every time. Security cameras, personal cameras, groupie cameras, paparazzi cameras. Like, it's hella pictures, hella angles of him with other hoes. There's no photo evidence of him with Jordyn Woods. Fishy, right? So I was like, okay, all right, I'm starting to understand why people are not completely believing this. Another good point that they made in that video was that, what did they say? Oh, the season 19 is coming out for Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And according to some research that I did, their ratings are down for Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Like, they went down from like 1.5 million views, I think, to like 800,000. A lot of people are believing that this is a publicity stunt so that they can gain more traction for their show, more traction for their pages, and things of that nature. Now, my issue with that is going to be, why did the black woman associated with y'all have to be a martyr? And I understand that there's Malika, Chloe's best friend, who is one of the twins from the popular ass movie ATL. If you haven't seen ATL, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But one of Khloe Kardashian's best friends is a lead role in that movie, or is a supporting role in that movie. So she is definitely a black woman that is involved with the Kardashian-Jenner clan. So I can't say that Jordyn is the only one, or that like they drag the only black woman associated with them under the mud, because no, technically they did not. However, I really find it very fucking funny that y'all couldn't find no other scapegoat for y'all publicity stunt than Jordyn fucking Woods. Why couldn't y'all use another rich white bitch? Like, I don't understand that. And this is no shot to white women right now. This is just a shot to the fact that why in 2019 are black people in general, still taking L's for the advancement of white people's careers? Like, no, I'm sick and tired of that shit. Like, if that was the case, no. Like, no. And I really hope, if that is the case, that Jordyn fucking knows or knew about it and gave her consent, because at the end of the day, she's a social media personality just like the rest of them are. And she has things and businesses and deals going based off her reputation and shit, just like everybody the fuck else in Hollywood. And I think that it's really fucked up that they would use her as a fucking scapegoat, knowing that she has things that she wants to do with her life. Like, that's really fucking trash. Like, I really hope that that's not the case. And I hope that if it is the case, that Jordyn actually sold her soul to the devil and didn't just get her soul sold to the devil, because there's been plenty of reasons for us to cancel the Kardashian-Jenner clan, and that will definitely be one that sticks for me. Like, definitely be one that sticks for me. Because is it not enough that y'all whole fucking fortune came off the fact that fucking Ray J gave clout dick to Kim? Like, we know that her dad was a poppin' ass lawyer, but that just speaks volumes to how stupid Ray J was. Like, are you kidding me? You made a sex tape with the defense attorney that got OJ off? OJ? He was on the team. He was on the dream team. And you leak a sex tape with his daughter in it? You're a dumbass. And then on top of that, your career then flops while she builds one off of your weak dick. That's incredible. Back to the topic. It would be a shame if Jordyn Woods, A, allowed herself to be used for less than $1 billion, because Kylie herself is worth billions. So if you let yourself be used and dragged through the mud for the edification of their careers, I hope you got a chill bill. And then on top of that, like, we got Tristan Thompson out here tweeting about this alleged infidelity when he never fucking tweets about any of the bullshit that he does. Like, talking about it's fake news. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing over there? Like, what are y'all really doing over there? Y'all being greedy. You about to ruin all y'all shit because you starting to look like some scandalous hoes. And we all knew you were scandalous hoes, but when you start looking like it and dogging people out, sounds a lot like white women will white women when given the opportunity to white women. I'm gonna move on to a whole different topic. I really hope that it is, I don't know what I hope. I don't know if I hope that it is true, if I hope that it isn't true. Like, I just hope the truth, whatever it is, comes out. That's what I hope. That's what I hope for. I hope that if there's no truth that needs to come out because this is the truth and it is what it is, then hey, it is what it is. But if this is a fucking lie, because Kylie hasn't said anything about it yet, and neither has Jordyn, but if this is a fucking lie, I hope that Jordyn sues them for defamation of character and gets a good, healthy, bountiful settlement. Because Know your worth, baby girl. Know your worth. You're worth more than a martyr for the Kardashians. Like, but who am I? Who am I? I'm just the regular bitch cutting bundles off her wig so that she can repurpose it because she's a broke bitch and can't afford new bundles. So really, I'm talking out of my tax bracket right now. I can't afford the conversation that I'm having about these people. So moving. So what I want to tell y'all about Dangerous Company, I don't know, like I just really felt moved to talk about this topic, just from all the shit that I've just been seeing and experiencing. What is Dangerous Company, you may be asking? So Dangerous Company is any type of friendship, associate, cordial business relationship, whatever it may be. It's any type of relationship that at the end of the day really takes away from your life. It doesn't add nothing to your life. Like, it adds stress, it adds drama. It could be financially draining. It could be like emotionally and spiritually like dulling. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just dangerous company. Most of the time, the dangerous company though is jealous people. Like, we be having jealous ass people in our alleged corners, and it's just like, I really need us as a Bab squad at least to be able to spot what dangerous company is. Like, to just be able to call that shit out and really distance ourselves before it's too late and before we lose too much of ourselves to the wrong people and the wrong things. I strongly believe that being in the wrong place at the wrong time is a lot of the times associated with being with your bad company. Like, I don't know, like, it's just me, like, I don't know, that's just how I feel about it. I just wanted to talk about that. Like, in the comments below, what do you consider dangerous company? Like, do you think that you've ever been in a situation where if you had just stopped fucking with the people that you ended up in that situation with, you would have never been in that situation? Like, do you believe that we have more control over what happens to us than what we like to believe? Like, what do y'all think in the comments? Let me know. I personally believe that a lot of the times we get stuck in mindsets and we get stuck in behaviors that we know are no good for us or that we know are harmful to us, but we do them anyway because of the company that we're keeping. And they are allowing us to, you know, live in the past or make bad decisions or I don't know, like stay at the restaurant past the time the suspicious person came in. Like, you noticed it, but they didn't want to get up. Like, you know, like, it's just people who are not aligned with the way that you think, the way that you move, your goals in life. Like, it's dangerous, y'all. It's really dangerous. It's always important to just keep cleaning house. Like, you can never let, just like when you're in a romantic relationship with somebody, you can never let yourself get too fucking comfortable, or you can't never let the person you're with get too fucking comfortable, because then the dynamic changes and shit that would normally not happen start happening. I feel as though we have to check on the company that we keep in the same type of way and keep that shit in order and keep that shit in check, because if we don't, we're really taken away from our lives. I don't really know where that rant came from, but I don't know. I guess the Lord put that on my heart for me to tell y'all today, that please be careful of the company you keep. Please, please, please be careful of the company you keep. There's so many things that I could have been involved in my life that are negative just by keeping certain people around me. And I thank God every day. I need to start thanking God every day. I'm going to start thanking God every day for removing me from, you know, just whatever could have possibly, because you don't know. Like, that's the thing. Like, we have feelings that we get about certain people and situations and, you know, places and shit like that, but we don't know what is going to happen. Like, that's part of not being able to see the future. That's why you have to lean on that little voice, man. You gotta lean on that little voice. So, like, I know there's people in my life that I have disassociated from, and I know it has saved me from something, but I just don't know what that something could be. So, like I said, I'm gonna start thanking God every day, starting today, for removing me from the dangers that I did not see. Update on the wig. I have cut off about 3-ish bundles or 3-ish wefts now. So this is what the back of the wig is looking like. I should have known this cap wasn't gonna fit my head. Like, what? Does this even look like it can fit my head? Like, are you kidding? Honestly, the word clout, this is how not chasing clout I am. Like, I didn't know clout was a word until last year when I was in South Florida. He explained to me clout is just like popularity, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. So now the whole concept of clout was just really weird, because it was like, so we have a word for popularity that's bigger than popularity, like it's different than popularity. So I'm gonna put up the Urban Dictionary definition of clout right here. And basically, clout chasers are the people that will do anything for the clout. The type of clout chasing I'm talking about is people who will literally fuck for clout, people who will ruin people's relationships for clout, people who will put themselves in harm's way for clout, because in reality, a clout chaser is nothing more than an attention whore. Clout chasing is completely negative. I don't know, like, clout chasers kind of make sense to me, but then they don't make sense to me at the same time. Chrissy from Damo and Chrissy, clout chaser. Fucking Chris from Chris and Jess, or Jess and Chris, clout chaser. And the people of the like. So yeah, honestly, clout chasers really disgust me. I'm really not here for it. People who only talk about certain things, not because they have an interest in it, but because it's what's popular. Clout chasing. But yeah, yo. Information on this hair. So this hair is Bobbi Boss hair. I got it in Maryland. I actually got it in Baltimore, Maryland. Yes, honey, these are the only bundles I have ever bought in my entire life. It's the Virgin Unprocessed Deep Wave or Body Wave bundles by Bobbi Boss. They're completely unprocessed. So like I said, Virgin Brazilian. I got it in December of 2017. This hair has made 2 wigs now. Like I said, I curl this hair, I wet this hair, I put gel in this hair, I put leave-in products in this hair. I have not dyed it, but I did have some of this hair that I did dye, and I will say that it held up very, very well. I did like multicolors, like it was pink, purple, it was magenta, purple, and blue, and indigo at the bottom. And it was fucking fire. Like, I ombre'd it and it was cute as shit. But I will say where I fucked up at was I got into the pool like the day or 2 after I had dyed it, and that chlorine, baby girl, it matted my hair up. And when I finally got the mats out, then I had the nerve to go to the beach and get in the fucking ocean. Back then I was like younger, so like I didn't understand fully bundle maintenance. So I feel like if I had deep conditioned it and had it in some braids or something and not just out in the water, it would have held up real well. But the point is, Bobbi Boss hair is some good ass hair. Yeah, so on to my next topic, Queen and Clarence. So I don't talk about them because I try not to talk about people's relationships too much. That's not true. I talk about people's relationships all the fucking time because they interest me. But I try not to dog people's relationships, especially not no YouTubers. Like, I'm not trying to come into this space with no beef, causing no issues, because I plan to be here for a long time. So I'm not trying to come in here and step on toes, be rude, or anything like that when it comes to these YouTube couples that are already established, put their time in and all that stuff. And so I've kept a lot of my opinions to myself on their whole shit. This whole situation with Clarence having alleged side chick that he don't know about, that wasn't even really talking to him in the first place. She got catfished by somebody else. Like, if we're talking unbelievable ass stories, that's crazy. Sis really thought she was talking to Clarence from Queen and Clarence, and when she found out she got catfished, Mo, she was upset that Queen and Clarence were dogging her on social media. And in my humble opinion, I see nothing wrong with them dogging her on social media, because, baby girl, you were in your head talking to Clarence. Like, you was trying to be in a relationship with him. You was sending him sexy pictures. You was doing all that. And like, you knew he had a girl. The world knows that Queen and Clarence are together. This is not your typical run-of-the-mill bullshit ass couple. People fucking know them. People know who these people are. So like, you can't even cop no plea talking about something you wasn't clout chasing when you started talking to that nigga, because, baby girl, had Had it actually been Clarence, you would have been a homewrecker. So I don't see nothing wrong with them talking shit about you on social media, because you also went to Queen as a woman to tell her you were talking to her man, and then it wasn't him, but it just wasn't him. Like, you tried to blow that shit all the way up. Like, you were clout chasing like shit, and now that you've been exposed as a fraud and a dummy because you got catfish, like, now you want to cop a plea, now you want to be mad? Baby girl, please sit down and just go watch Catfish, because I don't understand how you got catfished in 2019. You stupid. You should have asked them to FaceTime you a long time ago. I don't know what to tell you. If anybody in the Bab Squad thinks that they're ever talking to a celebrity, please get them on Skype or FaceTime. Don't accept that their phones is broken or anything like that, because if you're talking to a celebrity, they have money for iPhone repairs, okay? And Apple insurance. There's no way that they don't have iPhones, and there's no way that they can't FaceTime you. So you're not talking to a celebrity, you being catfished, okay? Hopefully that'll save a life and some embarrassment. We are going to finally address Jussie Smollett. Especially if you're watching this, I am so sorry that I did not answer your question or answer your topic in the last video, because you definitely told me to talk about why the freak Jussie Smollett isn't giving over his phone. But I had no idea that, you know, all this foolishness was going on. So shout out to my special who tried to give me a poppin' topic a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna talk about it now. Basically, Jussie Smollett, however you supposed to say this man name, I'm gonna say it like 20 different ways in this video. I know I am, if I haven't already done it already. But this boy, he's so stupid, y'all. He's so dumb. So this boy, he's so dumb. But it's these two African men, right? Apparently, they're the ones who, you know, actually attacked him. I wanted to talk about is the fact that he got arrested for filing a false claim about his attack. Just in case the Bab Squad don't know, filing a false police report is very much so illegal. What I don't have, clout chasing. What I don't have time for in this life is any more rich people doing dumb shit for clout. Tekashi, like, what? How many people have to get amazing ass once in a lifetime opportunities and piss them away before we realize that, like, we don't need to be doing dumb shit for clout? Because Jussie, whatever your name is, look at where you're at right now. Look at where you're at. You're going in and out of jail, my nigga. And was it worth it also that you could have an audience at your concert? When you dropped your new music? You went to jail for that? Tekashi, you went to jail for street cred? What is wrong with you people? This is what happens when there are no role models. But in reality, everyone's just out here thinking, oh, I gotta do this for the clout, I gotta do that for the clout, I have to out clout chase the next clout chaser. Like, it's just too much. People's priorities are so out of line and out of order. If we knew that we were destined for greatness by our own fruition and by the grace of God, like, so many of these things that people do for attention and people do for the money, the likes, the clout, the whatever it may be, it wouldn't be getting done. Because Jussie, have you had any respect for your history? Like, we could keep it at just your Black history. You would have never fucking nutty ass. And then I think the last thing I'm gonna talk about is Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick reached a settlement with the owner. They have non-disclosure agreements about the inner workings of what went on during their meetings and such and such. And so we don't really know what conclusion they came to, what they, you know, offered Colin Kaepernick in an exchange for all of the fuckery he's been through and the fact that he couldn't get back on a team after protesting an optional ceremony. Like, people rode for him and all that stuff, and we know all the inner workings of his anger and his issues, but we won't get to know what happened in the meeting. And I really honestly don't think that that's fair. I feel like that's kind of fucked up, because the outrage of the community is what got you your meeting. But now you told them that it's perfectly fine that no one ever hear what went on in this meeting. No, I think that's fucked up. You actually do owe it to us to tell us all the tea. Like, that's just my opinion. Like if I were to physically fight for you, and then you had a meeting, like a sit down with the person that attacked you without me, and then I just found out through the grapevine that, oh yeah, y'all cool again, and you never told me the story, you'd be cut the fuck off. Like, you're not my friend. Like, that's some backstabbing ass, sneaky ass, two-faced bullshit. And that wouldn't fly in nobody's regular personal life. So I just feel as though, personally, Colin, that was foul. That was flawed. Unless you got $1 trillion and you donating $1 billion to black charities and black education, that's flawed. I don't want to hear it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, share with all of your friends, turn on your notification bell, subscribe to my channel. We are on our journey to 10K babs, and I really feel like we can get there in like a year. So like, if y'all really keep rocking with me and really appreciate my content, just please tell a friend, get them to join the Bab Squad. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram, and I will see you guys in the next video. Ciao.